Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This will be a brief overview of the recent proposal that was made and will give a little bit more insight. Basically, the title of this proposal is going to be Accessing Knowledge, Awarding Achievements, which is the central goal of what we want to accomplish. So at the basis of this proposal, this is going to be a software upgrade to already existing where we house trainings and where we have our procedure documentation and basically the everything that is used to build up the employee to perform well at their job. Okay, so basically our training methods are outdated and they're definitely in need of modernization, which basically sorry, are in need of modernization. They definitely need to be upgraded to more modern times in which the employee is expecting more from their employer instead of repetitive trainings and things that aren't necessarily going to help them evolve in their position. We are looking to create a knowledge hub that would basically be at the center of an employee's growth during their time with us. So basically, the Knowledge Hub will house all of our required trainings, but also provide the employee the opportunity to grow through elective trainings. And by elective trainings, that would be learning more about another department that their job kind of intersects with. Or even trainings that would allow them to earn badges, which that badge can be used to display their experience with us on their resume, or internally can display all of their potential functions within our organization. So let's say Sally completes a training in accounting and then she completes a training in IT. All of these things start building up, and let's say we visit Sally's profile, we can see that she's proficient in a lot of different things. So if she wants to move around internally in the organization, she already has demonstrated ability that can help her shift within our organization. We also want to embrace gamification and micro credentials, which is, of course, is the badges. So that way the employee can grow while they're with us, but also make trainings feel loose while still being important. We've learned that gamification is definitely more effective in garnering attention and engagement during trainings, anything basically. And also, this would incentivize employees to perform better in their jobs because they feel as though they're being awarded for what they're already doing. Just seeing it in a badge form or as even something like a certificate. And in addition to the micro credentials, we also want to hopefully partner with um, organizations such as Microsoft or Coursera or edX to potentially give our employees opportunities for free certifications. Again, this will incentivize the employee to perform better in their role, and also while performing better in their role will most likely incur less time wasted on repetitive mistakes that employees seem to be making because there hasn't been an excellent foundation for their training. This will all make up for that. Okay, so the areas that will benefit the most from the implementation of this software upgrade would be faculty, which of course is our professors, associate professors, graduate assistants. Then we have our staff, which is definitely important in this implementation because they're the pieces that keep the university going. and they all work together to ensure that our students and faculty and everyone has a pleasant experience on campus, which means we want them to be definitely proficient, since they help the students get enrolled, they help the students pay for their classes, they help recruit students, they get athletes. There are so many moving parts within the staff level that are definitely important to be more knowledgeable and definitely proficient in their position. And then we have trainings for potentially third party individuals, such as, let's say, contract developers or anything of that nature, so that way they can be more familiarized with the processes of the university during their duration with us. So here's four key benefits to this software implementation. One strong point would be to minimize employee error. What we find is that employees tend to habitually make mistakes of the same nature, and we believe that is because there hasn't been a definite outline to their position and understanding. With the implementation of this Knowledge Hub, basically they'll have access to definitely a proficient, modernized, I mean, unimaginable compared to what we have, learning management system that can definitely give them a solid foundation to perform better in their job. And minimizing that employee error will definitely lead to reduced costs. You pay an employee a salary, but you don't want to pay the employee a salary to constantly backtrack and fix their mistakes. So having that solid foundation with minimizing the employee error will definitely lead to reducing costs. So that way they can continuously focus their efforts to grow, ensure that processes and procedures are being followed. And that way we don't have to keep spending money to constantly fix old things. This will definitely lead to enhanced performance tracking, sorry. That enhanced performance tracking can possibly pick up on the constant employee errors, and that way we can see the progress they're making as they continuously work in the Knowledge Hub. And in that Knowledge Hub, we'll also have access to growth opportunities. So that goes back to the badges and micro credentials. Like as I said before, I hope we can partner with organizations like Microsoft, edX, Coursera, different, basically incorporate different ways that the employee can build themselves outside of their current position. That could be basically taking trainings on learning SQL, Python coding, accounting, different ways that the employee can walk away from this position having skills they didn't have before, but also utilizing the skills that they gain through potential certifications to be even more well-rounded employees. And again, this will incentivize them to perform better, knowing that they have a knowledge hub that can basically be a resource throughout their employment with us. We are hoping to implement this budget or implement this software upgrade within the budget between $15,000 and $25,000. Now, I haven't selected a specific company that we can outsource this project to, simply because there are definitely many variables that a committee would need to unpack. Um, different specifications they may be looking for. However, by outlining a specific budget, we have a goal in mind and we don't go into it blind. So whatever we do decide, we can operate within that budget and also definitely decrease our options and who we're looking at to implement this. As you can see here, I have quite a few options that I've stumbled upon as far as implementing a learning management system. Basically, there's a thorough amount of knowledge here regarding each. And so, if we can all collaborate to find different things that stand out to us that we do want, we can basically dwindle this list down to maybe 5 options and go from there. So we can definitely understand the vision that we have, um, that can basically implement the vision within our specified budget. Okay. Um, Here's my contact information if you have any questions or concerns regarding this proposal. Please feel free to visit me in my office. Feel free to reach out to me by email or by phone. This is definitely something that I am personally invested in. So that way we can definitely better um, the employee experience, especially that I have my own experience from a previous employer that implemented gamification in a way unlike ever before. And this is kind of where my own personal push is coming, because I do feel that our trainings and procedures and how we train employees definitely need to be upgraded. So again, I'm very passionate about this, and I would love insights, suggestions, where you feel there are some weak points. I am available at any time. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you for taking the time to spend with me and review this information.